I'm the best looking podcast host. Name a podcast host that's better looking than me.
Man, there isn't one.
Nelk Boyce, not better looking than me. Andrew Huberman, not better looking than me. David Dobrik, he's not better looking than me. Theo Vaughn's not better looking than me. Joe Rogan, no. Okay.
What up, Mo? Yeah, we what up, Mo? Slap 'em up. Yeah, we slap 'em up. Yeah, we slap 'em up. We slap 'em up. We slap 'em up. Yeah.
What's it like being unknown? Because, like, I'm out there, dude. People know my name and it scares me. What's it like being unknown?
The same as it's been most of my life.
It's crazy because, honestly, I really could put your real name and everybody would be like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody would know who I am.
So can I say it?
I mean,
No, I'm not going to opt you.
that's up to you, but I like that nobody knows who I am.
That's an interesting, because it's weird knowing that there's celebrities who wanted to be celebrities when they were 5. And then there's artists who are like, oh, I'm famous. It just happened because of my art. You think those individuals have something wrong with them? Or do you think fame's just another
I think
form of success?
I think fame is just glorified is all. Like, it looks fantastic, and then you get famous and rich, and you're like, damn, if I could only be rich without being famous.
True.
I just think it's glorified. It looks fun on the outside, and then when you live it, it's probably sucks.
Especially when you get invited to those super hidden parties and you get taken to like the back room and there's Jeffrey, what's his name?
Epstein. Just
See, I never met him. Never met the guy. And then he leverages that over you. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein talk, just straight up first minute of the pod. Boom. Right there.
Leverages what? Just
videotaping you with the younger woman, I guess. I don't know. I mean, of course that was your fault.
Yeah, I guess I would say so.
Yeah. But just being in that situation is like, poopy, you know?
It's pretty poopy. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. You know what's not poopy and that I really wish I could afford? Apple Vision Pros. I talked about the Apple Vision Pros about a year ago on this show, and now they're finally released at the starting price of what, like $3,400? Is that right?
It's wild.
Yeah, he's saying yes with the camera. It's like $3,400. But it's going to change the world. I don't even think that's a harsh take. Our phones are not going to be as useful as these augmented reality glasses, for now, ski mask looking thing. It's going to change the way we function. It's going to change the way the corporate world works. It's going to change the way the offices are set up. If you can have floating screens and not real screens, that's everything. Even when you go into a restaurant, you're going to be able to order through these glasses. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I sound crazy saying that, or do you think people agree with me?
I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's impossible. Sounds a little dystopian to me is all. But I think it's something that's very possible in the general future.
Yeah.
For sure, especially as the technology gets streamlined and easier and easier to use and like incorporate in everyone's daily life, for sure. But it would have to be priced quite a bit cheaper than $3,400 because the majority of people, that's just not in the budget.
I was on a dumb phone kick. And so what a dumb phone is a phone that doesn't do anything except for utility. And I almost spent $300 on a phone called the Light phone, specifically to have a phone that can do nothing.
Yeah, that's
dumb.
Like, would you rather spend $300 or like learn some self-control?
Yeah. And that's where I'm at. I have self-control, but I don't really tailor it. I think a lot of people have that same problem.
Yeah, man, we're playing Rocket League and you're enjoying it too much. You're like, I got to sell my Xbox.
Great game.
This is horrible.
I can't enjoy video games too much because it'll take up too much of my time.
If you don't control yourself.
And that's full circle.
You'd rather just eliminate it from your life than just come to a point where you're like, I have other responsibilities that take priority.
Yeah. I think that's how I know I have an addictive personality.
Oh, I definitely do.
So I'll find a source of dopamine, and if it's enjoyable enough, and there's like a ranking system to it, I'm going to chief it all day. I was bad with vapes. I'm so glad. If you vape, quit it. If you vape, quit it, dude. Vaping is horrible. I vaped from senior year of high school till like I was honestly 19 years old, so it was like 2.5 years of vaping. But I'm the type of vapor where I just puff on it every second. If I had it, I'm puffing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't drive my car without puffing on it every bar of the song. I'm a bit of an addict, bro. Don't give me meth. Don't give me heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to know to stay away from that stuff if you know that the self-control won't be there if you enjoy it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What price would you buy Apple Vision Pros at?
I honestly don't think that they would provide enough value in my life for me to buy them at all for anything more than like $50. I don't need that. I have a TV. I have a phone.
They haven't got you yet, and they will.
But like, what can they do to me or for me that I can't already do with my current possessions? Such as a phone, a laptop, a TV. Like, why do I need to wear something on my face that projects a digital version of those things that I already have? I don't even think $50 will do it. I really think I would buy one for 50. I would buy a pair for $50 if someone was like, here's a pair of Apple Vision Pros. You can buy these for $50. If I knew the retail price was still $3,400 and I can resell them for a profit.
They're going to make it so functional and seamless that you're going to understand that once you buy these, you will no longer have to have a phone. You are going to no longer have to have a laptop, and you're no longer going to have a TV in the living room.
Mm.
And so it's going to get to the point where it's so functional. You're going to say, yeah, I'm going to save money getting this.
I don't see that for myself. I really don't. Because
I hope this doesn't age well.
it may not. And I will eat my words. I'm fine with that. But I like physical things. I am already disgusted by the level of technology and how heavily it's incorporated into everyone's daily lives. I think we're like already halfway to being like cyborgs. So I think that's like the next step, the next stepping stone to getting a chip in your brain and like contact lenses that serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of against that kind of stuff. I really think it's almost like a slap in the face of God if you're religious at all. Like you were given everything you need to be happy, healthy, and functional.
True.
So to do something like that, to like change your body by implanting technology or wearing a pair of glasses that you never take off because you're addicted to the function.
And there is a lot of religious people who see technology as
I've
satanic in certain ways.
Yeah, I've known.
But I don't
people.
see it that way personally.
No.
I think it's more so just the man
We go hard on
elaboration. Yeah, we go hard on Earth.
We do.
Yeah.
We go hard on Earth.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Before we go to something I really want to talk about, you know what? Let's talk about it.
All right.
So I watched a podcast with Lil Dicky. He was on Andrew Schultz's podcast, Flagrant.
Yes.
I thought Lil Dicky just had a small dick. That's all I thought. You know, okay, that's real funny. You're Jewish, you're white, like you're saying you have a small dick. That's hilarious. And you're a great rapper.
Yep.
Good for you. But his dick's deformed.
Yeah.
He literally said that, so you know the skin that's on your ball sack and it's ribbed and it grows hair? Apparently his entire penis
Is that? Yeah.
is ball sack skin.
Yep.
So if he doesn't shave his actual dick, it grows hair on his dick. He has two holes. One in the bottom and then one at the very top, surgically pit there. So when he pees, he said he literally has to plug one hole and pee out the other. And he says a stream of pee goes down his finger and down his ball sack. And he's saying this casually. He's so confident with it. It shouldn't be Lil Dicky. It should be Wrong Dicky.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Yeah.
Dicky.
Get it removed. Yeah.
No, that's a little far. But
He says he bleeds a lot too.
What do you mean?
He says he just bleeds out of his holes. Yeah,
He gets man periods.
pretty much.
That's strange. Strange. Now, I think if you had the fame and wealth that he does, you would own anything that previously made you insecure, just like he does. You know, if I had millions of dollars in the bank, I'd be like, yeah, I got a fucked up dick. Who gives a shit? I'm going to go
True.
ride home in my Lamborghini. Like, it doesn't matter.
Do you think he would trade his success for a normal? Well, you know what? Not even a normal dick, like a good dick. Like that's a great dick. Classically good. Like if a man could make a dick, he would make it that.
Show us.
I would say
I got a pretty one.
I wouldn't trade my normal dick for a deformed dick like his for
Right.
millions of dollars. No question. I would never do that.
So then vice versa.
Vice versa, maybe he would. You'd have to ask him. But then again, he lives the life of a very wealthy, famous person.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, no, the benefits of being wealthy and famous far outweigh my deformed penis.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It was disgusting to hear about. Let's talk about ours really quick.
Okay.
So basically mine, I'm just kidding. This is something you're going to love. So if you guys haven't watched an episode with unknown entity yet, he has some strong takes. He can be a little distasteful at times, but he's very detail oriented. He means what he says. And if he has to eat his words, he eats his words. Have you seen Steph versus Sabrina? Do you know what this is? What I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So there's a woman named Sabrina. I don't watch WNBA. I don't watch women's college basketball. Just not my thing.
Okay. I see where this is going.
She's a really good 3-point shooter, and she's setting records. She's generational. She's having crazy scoring nights. The NBA set up Steph Curry 3-point contest versus Sabrina.
Yeah.
Man versus woman.
Okay, yeah.
If she beats Steph Curry has everything to lose. Sabrina has nothing to lose.
Did this already happen?
It's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you think I'm putting money on Sabrina personally because here's the rules. So we all know that the WNBA basketball is a smaller ball. Also, the 3-point line isn't as far out. So she's going to be shooting with the small ball and closer.
So that already tells me that no matter the results, Steph Curry won. He's shooting with a bigger ball from a further distance. Even if he loses by a couple points or a couple shots, he won. Because that's not an even match. That's just straight up an uneven.
So people, the internet was saying that, of course.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's fun to pile on women's sports. That's just the general thing on the internet. Especially all these young guys are enjoying it.
I don't understand why it's even still a debate. Can't we just accept the facts of reality that men are more physically capable than women? It is what it is.
Especially at basketball. So this is
like
I love you guys, and in fact, I love girls. I mate with women. I have a woman that I want to take care of the rest of my life, and she's way better than me in every way. So let's preface with that.
Yeah.
But girls specifically really aren't that good at basketball. Basketball is like a sport where you don't really see girls really excelling. Now the comments are going, Candace Parker. They're going to start listing a couple women and all these things. The thing is, when a girl dunks in a WNBA basketball game, everybody's freaking out. Yeah. When an NBA player dunks, it's like he got the job done.
Exactly.
There's levels to it for sure.
There's levels to it. I don't know why this is still a debate. It's just the delusional modern day feminist movement. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They want to act like they're equal or the exact same and like equally capable as men. And sure, you can be like the elite versus the elite, maybe, but can't we just accept that men and women are different and we have our own strengths and weaknesses? And there's a reason that we were meant to live in pairs. Like we build off of each other. We're a team. Men are important. Women are important. Why does it have to be such a this versus that, you versus me, men versus women? Like it's not that. We play different roles in society.
Yeah.
We have in the past, we do now, and we will in the future. It's never going to change. Stop trying to force it down our throats, you fucking feminist idiots.
I second that.
God.
That was actually very prolific to the point where I'm tearing up a little bit. The thing is, I like that it's settling down because masculinity has been under attack for a very long time.
Yeah.
And the best way to like break up a household is by attacking masculinity because the nuclear family, which involves a masculine man. True masculinity is never a bad thing.
No.
But there is bad things and people are like, oh, I'm a man, so I did it anyways. Or, there's ways to frame feminism and masculinity in a negative light by claiming it's this. Just like bad actors in Christianity.
Yeah.
Just like bad actors in Muslim faith. I'm not going to bring up the date, but there's been some bad stuff doesn't mean all Muslims are bad. Same thing with masculinity. There's from the beginning of time, men have been killing men.
Mm-hmm.
We have horrible things about us. There's horrible men in history who've killed hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah. There's also a lot of really great men, just like there's horrible women in history and a lot of really great women.
We're all capable of good and evil, and we all have different genitalia, and it be what it be. Did I just solve world peace?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think I could?
No.
Would you put faith in me to solve world peace?
No.
Damn.
No, brother.
Come on, unknown.
No. No, because
If
you're not a black female that's empowering and a boss bitch that owns her own $1 billion company. Like, you don't.
So that's sarcasm. Let's
Yes.
get that across. Okay, that's
Totally
sarcasm.
sarcasm.
Okay.
You just don't fit the
Yeah.
pop culture agenda. You're a straight white male that generally
Yeah.
considers himself a masculine man. Like, yeah, you're not going to get through to the pop culture of the world.
Damn. That kind of hurt, actually. I know you were playing a character, but that coming from you hurt because I think I could solve world peace.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. There's too many
I have a
ignorant
podcast.
people that don't want to change or improve aren't going to change or improve.
Yeah.
I mean, you can lead a horse to water. Some people don't want to be a better version of themselves. I've met many people that shock me with the way that they don't want to improve. And it's like, that's what my whole life is improving mentally and physically. I don't understand people when I meet them and they're like just content. What the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense. What are we doing here otherwise? You just want to live here and just be until you die?
You know
There's
what?
a lot of people that are like that, where you can present them with the most logical, reasonable ideology, and they would oppose you just to do it.
I think there's a way to be slow and content
It's called patience,
and patient,
which is
yeah,
a utility of life.
correct. I think on the other edge of the spectrum, people who are constantly wanting to improve are really just people who can't just slow down for a moment
I would
and
say
appreciate
can't.
where their feet are at. And I have a problem with anxiety, just like pretty much every human on earth. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we're all suffering anxiety.
relate,
It's
for sure.
it's kept us alive for years. And I read this thing that said if your thoughts aren't where your feet are at,
Do something about
do
it.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
think something different. And I actually have instilled this where I'm thinking about the past or I'm thinking about the future, and I'm starting to like get into this like negative loop. And then I go, my feet are at the bottom of my car. Let me think about my car. Let me think about what I'm seeing, and let me think about the next thing that I'm actually doing. Calm down. Think where your feet are at.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that, actually. It's a great way to look at things.
Regulating yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one of the most content people you'll ever meet. I'm fine with what I'm doing or where I'm at, but that doesn't mean that I'm ever going to stop trying to move forward. And there are genuinely people in this world who are like in terrible circumstances, and you could be like, hey, if you just drank a little water, you'd feel like way better, and you could probably solve some serious ailments that you deal with on a daily basis. And they're like, no, I had a Coke earlier. And I'm not calling out anybody specific. I know lots of people that have that attitude, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. Like, all it takes is a little effort, and you could be a lot happier and healthier.
Yeah, people who don't drink water are weird.
Weird.
Oh, I don't like water. What? You don't like water?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody brought up that it's crazy that whales need oxygen to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we need water to survive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the inverse. It's not that crazy. That's literally what we are.
Well, they do too. They need water to survive.
I know, but people are saying that they need oxygen is just crazy. They need to come up and then go,
I'm pretty sure like all like fish, all living things or maybe not. I shouldn't say.
I don't think so.
But most of them, like, they have gills.
I don't think it's as
And
common.
the gills filter the oxygen from the water.
True.
So like,
But
most
whales
fish-
specifically need to come up.
yeah, dolphins,
whales drown.
manatees. Lots of animals are the same way, where they have to surface. Alligators and crocodiles.
Yeah, but now we're getting into the realm of land and water animals.
Well, let me back up. Dolphins.
Let's get rid of the legs. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of animals that they don't have gills, but they live in the water, so they surface. Breathe a little
I
bit.
think it's weird how sexual dolphins are. You ever see them thrusting a human?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little wild sometimes.
I want to transition to an even harder take.
Okay. All right.
I'm the best looking podcast host. Name a podcast host that's better looking than me.
Man, there isn't one.
I thought you were glazing me. I appreciate that.
You kind of look like a young Andrew Huberman.
Am I better looking than Andrew Huberman?
I think you probably looked really similar if he was your age.
I like that take.
So I'm the younger,
That's a good take.
modernized version of
No,
Huberman.
not at
You were
all.
bigger and leaner, maybe.
Not at all.
You were glazing, and now you're doing the opposite.
Well, you can't call yourself the younger version of Huberman. You might look a little bit like he would have looked, or he did look when he was your age. You're not the younger version of him.
This podcast has nothing to do with my studies at Yale.
Okay, you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting closer.
We explore a wide range of topics.
It's actually Stanford.
Oh, it is Stanford? Yeah, you look mad at me. Sorry. But so we have 4 people in the room. Nobody named a better looking podcast host. It's got to be a guy too. You can't name a girl. Every girl podcast host is better looking than me. Every girl is better looking than every guy. Fact. Steiny's crazy. Steiny might be better looking, but he's not more witty. Yeah.
Steiny?
Let's think let's talk about Nelk Boys. Not better looking than me. Impulsive. Logan Paul's got that blonde feel and he's ripped to the bone. With a shirt off, he's better looking than me. With a shirt on, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
Just kidding.
I can't think about Logan Paul without like thinking about the what is it, Meat Canyon? The Meat Canyon.
Oh yeah.
Pause.
You've never seen those videos?
Meat Cannon, yeah.
Canyon or Canyon? I forget.
Canyon, one of the ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are good videos. Those are animated videos,
Yeah,
and they take
funny.
pop culture or just the culture overall and really exaggerate everything, and it makes it creepy.
PJ, that's your cue.
Nah, it's okay. Go ahead. You can look.
At least put his nipples up there.
Yeah.
For audio only listeners, search it up on your phone right now.
I'm a little biased. I can't stand Logan Paul.
I know.
I think he's a terrible dude.
And he's not better looking than me.
Not even close.
Continuing, Andrew Huberman.
He's too old.
Too old. Not better looking than me. He's got a beard, great guy, clean cut,
Yeah.
ice baths, cool for him. Okay, let's name another podcast host, David Dobrik.
Ugh, come on.
I think he's cute because he's so witty,
Yeah.
but he's not better looking than me.
He's probably a pedophile.
Theo Vaughn.
Completely unfounded claim. I have no ground to stand on there. He just strikes me as a pedophile. Because
You're just throwing it out there.
He acts like a 14-year-old. He's probably attracted to little girls and little
He's
boys.
actually very asexual. He's not a sexual person at
Yeah,
all.
whatever. It's probably because he's a pedophile and doesn't want to come out publicly.
Hard takes with unknown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't stand that guy.
Theo Vaughn. For like a country girl who really likes funny guys, might vote him. Theo Vaughn's not better looking than me. It's just not Theo Vaughn is not better looking than me. Drewski is definitely not better looking than me every time. Joe Rogan, sorry. No. Come on. Another podcast host. Another male podcast host.
Yeah.
Name one.
I don't know. I don't really listen to any podcasts.
Chris Stefano,
Chrissy
definitely
D.
not better looking than me.
I love Chrissy D. He's
Great.
awesome.
Good dad lore.
Him and Sal Volcano, their pod's good.
Who?
Ocho Cinco.
He has a pod?
Yeah, with Shannon Sharp.
Oh, and a fresh Shannon Sharp.
Sharp.
You know what? So I know there's going to be some girls that have a type. And Shannon Sharp, Shannon Sharp is a good looking,
What are you trying to say?
he's good. He's a good looking guy. He's sharp, but he has I don't know. He has a big nose. He does have a big nose. So I think we're 50-50 there. I'm still the best looking podcast host.
Yeah.
Nailing it down. Shannon Sharp, if you like NFL players, you might vote him. Understandable. I get it. Actually, no. You know what? Can you turn that around real quick, Kenneth?
Guy.
Look at that phone.
Sharp guy.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Good looking dude, for sure.
He's great looking,
Yeah.
but the nose is pretty big.
The nose throws it off.
That nose is big, bro. Oh my God.
The nose throws it off. I'm still taking
That's
it.
so funny.
I'm still taking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is,
I think you're dragging it.
Yeah.
a little bit.
I had to lock it down for a little bit. people are afraid of high school sweethearts, and people are afraid of finding someone earlier in life.
What?
And there's so many people like, oh, when I'm 30, that's when I'll settle down. Brother, there's not going to be any good ones left at 30.
Yeah,
You know, and there's special cases. I'll give, there's context.
for sure.
There's context. But generally, the good ones matched with other good ones
Yeah.
are going to be involved and busy. And you're going to be here searching and skewering the streets,
Yeah.
and there's none left because a good one found another good one. You heard?
Yeah.
It's a bad spot to be in. You 30-year-old people who did OF and slept around all your 20s, you're out of luck. Because guess what? My woman's amazing.
Yeah. I second that.
Yeah.
To my woman. Your woman's pretty dope.
Appreciate it.
I love
yours is all right too, but I love mine.
I love mine. She's great.
Yeah, mine's even better at times.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We can go on for too long.
Yeah. But that's how you have to be, right?
It is.
That's how you have to be.
You own it. I own it.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. You respect it. But if I was single and then I came to you in my early 30s and was like, look at my girlfriend, and she was rich and she's like, yeah, I used to make webcam videos, you'd be like, ugh. You'd feel disgusted.
Yeah.
You'd look at me totally differently.
Yeah.
You wouldn't respect her. Just like I wouldn't respect her.
The good ones are being taken.
Yeah.
Y'all hurry up. This is your sign. If you're listening to this episode, being single is great. Hookup culture, desexualize your brain. Trust me, that stuff's just busy. It's just busyness. Stop being so sexual. Stop thinking about all the different types. Find a good girl. Don't search for it, but pit yourself. Be a good husband before you find a good wife.
That's a great way to put
And
it.
vice versa.
Yeah.
And when a good husband sees a good wife, sparks are going to fly. Trust me. You're going to say, this person holds themselves differently.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I want to accompany you and crack jokes.
And I don't know about you and all the listeners out there, but I feel absolutely blessed to have witnessed a lot of bad examples in my upbringing. Meaning, like, I saw a lot of relationships that were not healthy and didn't last and were like toxic in one way or another. And I took very clear note of that. So in one regard, I don't feel the most blessed in that I had a bunch of great examples around me to emulate, but I feel fantastic about the fact that I am able to learn from them, or I have been able to learn from the mistakes of others. And I realized at an early age, before I found my lovely lady, that there's a lot of good women out there. There's a lot of shitty women out there. And there's nobody that's going to be absolutely perfect, because it just doesn't exist. If it does, I'll eat my words, but I've yet to see it. And I think most people are in the same boat. And I think all it takes is you find a good person that you can relate with and get along with, accept them for who they are and accept the flaws that they may have, and realize that you find them to be a good person for a reason, and you just put in the work to stick it out. You don't have to be searching your whole life for what you consider absolutely perfect, because you're going to get to an age and you're going to realize, or you're going to be disappointed. You're going to realize it's not there. It doesn't exist. And it's going to suck for the people that feel like they find one person, they're like, oh, let me feel him out and see who they are. And then they're like, oh, I don't like this about him. He chews loudly.
Yeah.
I'm a loud chewer. My lady hates it. But there are flaws that you have to accept in people, because you're not going to find someone that fits that exactly ideal model of who you want to be with. Find a good person, be a good person to them, and stick it out. It's called fucking a relationship. It's called marriage.
I used to not feel that way, and I expected perfection.
Yeah.
But there's this saying, perfectly loving an imperfect person, which doesn't have a lot there, but it's really a change of heart.
Okay.
When you truly are loving somebody, nobody's going to be perfect, and you're not looking for perfect. Because did you ever watch that Black Mirror episode, Hang the DJ, where they get a new mate every single time?
Yeah, it's very good.
For a specific period of time, and then it cycles. And it's this dating app in a virtual world, and it's a 99.99% match rate where it matches you with the perfect person.
Well, you don't realize it's a virtual world. So the whole time I'm watching it, it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It hurt so bad. I
Yeah.
was like, it's them. Go back. fuck the system. And they finally did. And
They
that
broke
was
the
key.
system. And the girl that was supposed to be with the other guy gets matched with this perfect guy.
Mm.
And he's perfect in every way
For her.
for her. But it's just not the same. Even The Notebook, like people talk about The Notebook.
Never seen it.
Her and what's the actress's name from The Notebook?
Why do I want to say Jennifer Lawrence?
Say it again. Rachel McAdams.
Oh, am I thinking of Silver Linings Playbook?
You're thinking of Silver Linings.
Thank you.
Rachel McAdams and my favorite actor. I'm drawing a blank. This happens all the time on the podcast. Ryan Gosling.
Oh, that's your
She
favorite
likes The
actor?
Notebook. I love Ryan Gosling.
Nice.
I will love him to the end of the
He's
days.
amazing.
I love Ryan Gosling.
He's amazing. I stand for sure.
They had this 4-month relationship,
Mm.
but it was super strong love, and they were kids, and they had to separate. I'm not going to explain the whole movie,
Just due to extenuating circumstances.
but she had a perfect guy, and they were going to get married. She went back to see her first love to whatever, and he built their dream house while she was away. Like she always said, she defined her dream house, what she would want, and he just lived like a squirrel for years, just
Like
blue collar job,
waiting for her.
waiting for her.
Wow.
And she came back. I'm about to bust a tear.
If only that was real.
It can be real.
It can be, but that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know why I brought up The Notebook, but I love bringing up The Notebook. I'll bring up The Notebook anytime I want.
Can I just say I can't stand that that like the term simp is kind of looked down upon. Like I just think that's a good man.
I think if you're loving a super imperfect woman, you're a simp.
Meaning
Like if that
a
woman is
stripper or something?
offering no value to you and she's not building you up the way a good woman would,
Mm.
who's all good women are imperfect.
Oh, maybe she's like
you're
cheating and
simping.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You're telling me like she slept with that other guy. Like she's literally actively sleeping with that other guy and she doesn't give a fuck about you.
Oh yeah.
And you're doing all this for her?
Okay.
You're a simp.
Maybe I have the wrong definition of a simp, but I've seen that word thrown around a little lightly, and I don't really like the way that it's. I don't like the connotation it's given.
I'm a simp.
I'm a simp for my
I
lady.
hold the door open every time.
Absolutely.
I'm also 6'3".
My lady has not opened a car door around me in ever.
Let's get into that because that's awesome.
Ever.
Actually.
Listen,
Actually.
chivalry is not dead unless you let it die. I own it.
Where do we begin to revive chivalry? How as men, how do we start saving chivalry?
You practice what you preach. You know,
Okay.
you be the change you want to see in the world. And then we instill that on our children and the youth around us. And that's the best thing I could say.
Fathers, be good to your daughters. John Mayer. By the way, I've heard John Mayer can be a little. I don't want to slander John Mayer because I love him so much.
Are you about to say zesty?
Not zesty. No, we're not going back to that.
Okay. I'm like, what?
I heard he's not so romantic, meaning he's a little bit of a playboy.
Mm.
But if you're a heartthrob
Yeah, I was going to say.
and you're single,
Yeah.
you might lean into it.
It's a little hard to not be when you have just women throwing themselves. Like, I bet there have
Yeah.
been actual, like, thrown bodies at him. Like, women have just thrown themselves, hoping that he'll just have his arms out.
Do you know who Ryan Gosling's wife is?
No, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. They're the best looking couple on earth.
Really?
I'm about to show you.
What about Ryan Reynolds? And
She's an actress
Lively?
too.
Pretty sweet couple.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're like second to this.
Second? Oh,
Yeah.
Heard.
Eva Mendes. You've probably seen
No
her before.
way.
Eva Mendes. Yeah, the actress.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
That makes so much
The
sense.
most beautiful couple I've ever seen in my entire
Yeah,
life.
for sure. That definitely beats Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
and Blake Lively.
Are you able to see it on the cam? PJ probably popped up something too. I love PJ. Oh my gosh. PJ, you're so great.
Yep.
I love PJ. Yeah, this is the most attractive couple, second to mine. No, Ryan, I can't even compete, at least for me, against Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's like my final form that I hope to get to one day if I make the right choices.
Yeah. I love your devotion, man. I mean, I tell my lady she's the most beautiful woman in the world every day. Every day. Without fail. And I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass, because she gets a big head one day, but I mean it.
Yeah.
I mean it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Is it gonna happen? No. Okay. Unknown entity and unknown girlfriend. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the unknown.
She's the best. She's the
You have topics? You have something?
I've got nothing. Oh, I was told Miley Cyrus won a Grammy recently. Something like that. And then
Don't care.
She had some kind of speech where she thanked everyone in the world except her father. And I thought that was a little wild.
No Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah. I think that's a little
Why?
crazy. I think she resents him in some ways and doesn't like the fact that he has a girlfriend that's younger than her.
To do it publicly is crazy.
When you're a public figure, everything you do is scrutinized, and it was really intentional that she left him out. And I think that it's really arrogant of her to think she would be anywhere without the platform that he gave her. Because I'm not 100% on the timeline of things, but I imagine he was famous well before she was, maybe even before she was born. So for her to not give him any credit, it's like, you think you could have done it without him? I mean, how are you going to be so conceited to not thank the thing that raised you and propped you up? But then again, I'm ignorant to all the
You don't know
to
what's
the
going
details.
on.
I don't know what's
Right.
going on. I mean, but still, he was a famous guy for like well before she was. Again,
Is it Miley Cyrus or Demi Lovato who survived the drug overdose?
I think it was Lovato.
Demi Lovato?
Yeah.
Okay.
Props to her.
Yeah.
Glad. I hope she got her shit together.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Drugs are
Life's
hard.
precious. It's crazy how,
Life's hard.
especially you and I together on the show,
Mm-hmm.
how we roast so hard on other people and, you know, we point fingers and stuff. But at the end of the day, when I really think about it, it's like life's so precious.
People don't know it. I roast myself just as hard as I roast others. I really do. But we're on a show. I'm not here to talk about
Yeah, we're not
this.
going to like talk bad about ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I may, but I'm not. I'm nothing interesting. I'm not sitting here to talk about myself. We're here to talk about current events and topics people may find interesting or relatable.
Pop culture.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Which is hard because I'm so well removed from pop culture.
Oh, yeah.
I literally don't even have a social media account of any kind. So, I mean, good luck trying to find me, guys.
Yeah. They'll find you one day.
They may. But where? I'm not there.
You will be persecuted.
Yeah.
They will find you.
That's fine. I'm ready for it.
They're uploading the video in a different software, taking away the pixels one by one,
Good. I don't mind.
understanding how to decode the original edit on an H.264 file.
Yeah. I like to have my face blurred because me saying controversial things and then not having my face seen would only make people more mad and give them a reason to comment, thinking, that guy's a coward. He doesn't want to show his face and he has all these firm and strong opinionated things to say. It's like, I do this to irritate you. I don't care.
Specifically.
Specifically, I do this to make you mad.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you. Every single one of you. Get fucked.
Point at the camera. this one. I'll say it again.
Get fucked.
That was great for the opener. I appreciate you, camera guy.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown. Can I say your name?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Unknown camera guy.
Because
Unknown
there's
camera
there's a deep relationship that goes into camera guy right now. It's not Jovi, by the way, at the moment. But
Wonderful fill-in.
yeah, there'll be a future episode of. There's a lot to unfold there. Sorry, it's an insider, and inside jokes never work well on a podcast.
Yeah, hint, hint.
That's one thing
He's
I've
got a
realized.
dope grill.
Yeah, he has grills now. He switched up on us. Oh, can I wear your grills real quick?
They won't fit.
Don't even wash them.
Oh, gross.
I told you. I told you, bro.
But brother, before we sign off, by the way, this was supposed to be recorded with somebody else, but he canceled. So I got the boy Unknown. He lives in my basement, literally does nothing all day and just sits in a room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just pull him out. He's pixelated. This is literally what he looks like through my eyes.
Yeah. There's a big rock, and then I just live right on it.
It's not a rock though.
Yeah, it's like
It's not a
Patrick
rock.
Starr's rock.
It's a boulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
half a boulder.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, love you guys. Like and subscribe. If you were offended at all, DM me, and I'll probably double down on what I said.
No, comment
Straight
about
to
it.
your face. Yeah, comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, comment's good. You know what? Love you guys. I think. I'm signing off.
All right. See ya, slappers. Get fucked.
Bye.